Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of Paranormal True Crimes. Well, wait, Carol Ann. Let's not jump to conclusions yet. Let's go through the case and the process. How's everybody doing? So, let's start off this case by talking about a few things. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting a lot of feedback that the stars, I guess you can donate like 99 cents and $2 and everything. Thank you all very much for doing that. But for some reason, it's not coming across on Facebook. So I'll be throwing out my GoFundMe and my Cash App. But the good thing is on YouTube, thanks to you guys, right? Uh, you all can now donate on hi Luna and everybody, welcome to the show. You can also now donate on YouTube, thanks to you guys. I appreciate that. Thanks to all y'all's viewers and followers. I couldn't do that without you guys. So I looked at a lot of cases this past week, and I had a lot of problems looking at certain cases, and here's the reason why. As I was going through cases that people were sending me, and I just don't just take every case people send me. I dive deep in and look into them. And every time I look at a case and then look, something that was promising and okay, let's look into certain facts of the case. Ladies and gentlemen, I found them in another state. Yeah. They got pulled over. They got arrested. And the law enforcement officer was like, do you know that you're dead? Do you know that you've been missing for like 3 years? And why are you using an alias? And why do you have fake IDs? So that opens up another can of worms, right? So, and I seen this trend this past week looking at cases. So, and it's terrible that people are doing this. So a lot of these people that are missing people, they are being charged because they are altering government IDs with aliases names, coming up with different people's names and so forth, and stuff like that. So it doesn't make sense. So, I mean, if you're going to go and leave your family for another woman, whatnot, or if you're just going to say, screw this life, I just don't want it no more, or whatnot, just say, I'm done, and just leave, right? Uh, just tell your boss that I'm out of here. I just don't want this life anymore. So do something. I mean, not only are you wasting resources with law enforcement and agencies and detectives, right? But hey, Missy, welcome to the show. But you got family members, parents, loved ones, your kids, and so forth that are worried about you sickly. They don't know if you're alive in a ditch, don't know what's going on. But it doesn't make sense why you would just run away and just take on another identity. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if you're running from, a gambling addiction, or if you owe somebody money, or we're not going to go into, I guess, a category why you would actually, change your identity, right? Especially if you rip somebody off, if you catch my drift, right? So, but if you're tired of your life and you're not going to do the unthinkable, and you want to start fresh, just tell everybody in your family, I'm done. I don't want to be bothered. I'm going to go to another state. I'm going to another country. I'm out of here. I just don't want to be bothered. Instead of just, hasta la vista in the middle of the night, just disappear like nothing ever happened, and you're just gone. So, the legendary went to the buy cigarettes, never came back. Yeah, what happened to the Dear John letter? That's what happened when I was growing up. The old movies, Dear John, by the nightstand, or on the mantle, I'm whatever, or on the pillow, next to the person sleeping, or whatever. But I found a lot of these cases where people were actually missing for years, and they're getting pulled over for traffic infractions, speeding, running stop signs, drunk driving, whatever. And they're getting booked in, and they're getting their fingerprints. They're like, you're not John Doe. You're Henry Smith. And he's like, well, I guess the gig's up now. And they're like, you've been missing for 5-6 years. And now the family members, yeah, Missy, remember the TV series Dear John, right? And now the families that collected on, the life insurance money have to repay it back to the companies, have to sell their houses and personal belongings, because now it's fraud. So, and now you got other charges being drummed up. So I don't know what goes through people's minds. Now, if you've done some illegal activity, behind the scenes, that your spouse, your loved one, or your family members don't know, and you got to get out of Dodge to save their lives, well, maybe that's a different story. Okay. I guess, I don't know. I never lived that life. I lived on I guess I lived on Well, you know what side of the law I lived on, right? So I guess I'm different, but I never had that issues. But I guess some people do. But think about what you put people through, ladies and gentlemen, because this is serious. And I must have went through 7 or 8, maybe 9 cases to where I spent a couple of hours on, and they end up being alive and well. Well, I didn't want my wife to find out, or I got tired of my home life, or I just didn't want to deal with the normal stressors in my everyday life, and I wanted to change. What? Then get a divorce. You know, I don't know what goes through people's minds. You know, I mean, we watch these shows on TV. Unfortunately, they're crime shows. I guess it's better than the alternative. You know, so yes. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome to the show. So, but stop and think what you're doing. You know, man up, woman up, you know, and just say, hey, look, things are not working out. You know, you can have the house, you can have whatever's in the bank account. I'm out of here. I'm sorry. Marriage counseling is not going to work. It's not meant for me. I don't know. Do something. But, you know, I mean, I have seen agencies on some of these cases spent countless hours on investigations, hunting down leads, dive teams, you know, scouring rivers, channels, you know, cadaver dogs, search and rescue teams. I mean, leading search and rescue teams out in fields and woods for weeks, months, trying to recover bodies. You know, hey, Roger, welcome to the show. Glad to have you. But just stop and think about it. And the reason why I took on Clifford Lamont Jenkins case is that his case is a little different. It's strange, but during the case of looking through other cases, his case came through the missing person case as well. And what appealed to me is that I saw in the newspaper article that it is a fresh case. It's probably, I think, not even 3.5 weeks old. But his family was reaching out through the media on Facebook as well, asking for help. So, and that's what got my attention. So, and what's weird, and then I'll share the article here. Let me pull it up. And I'll share my screen here if I can do it right. Let's see here. Make sure share. Da, 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 da. All right. Check my other screen here. Make sure it's popping up. Very slow there. I wonder why it's taking so long for it to pop up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, missing persons. 49-year-old Beaufort man has been missing for nearly 3 weeks. Have you seen him? So that's the picture of him. So police are still searching for 49-year-old Beaufort man Clifford Lamont Jenkins. Was reported missing by family members on July 17th. The man was last seen driving a dark blue 2017 Chevrolet Cruze with South Carolina registration 232776 Wilson near Big Road in Gray Hills area, July 14th. according to Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. His car has not been found. Jenkins is 5'8" and weighs about 220 pounds. His family told police he's never gone missing before. His sudden disappearance in mid-July, he told his mother he was heading out of his house before leaving in his blue Chevrolet. County deputies received an unconfirmed sighting of the man at the E-Market gas station on Trex Parkway on July 14th. It was unconfirmed. They don't know if it was him or not. Shortly after the sighting of Big Road, Sheriff's Office spokesman Major Angela Veens told the Islands Packet and the newspaper they could not specify what direction Jenkins may have been traveling or certain places the man frequents within the county. They don't know where he goes. The investigators do not have enough information to determine whether foul play was involved, in his disappearance, she said. Anyone with information on Jenkins' whereabouts encouraged to contact Sheriff's Dispatch, 843-524-2777. So, then there's a comment down below that states allegedly that he was seen at the casino playing blackjack a week ago. He was doing fine. Now, I take those comments with a grain of salt. I don't put too much into that because you never know. That could be somebody, maybe it looked like somebody and maybe it was him, maybe it was not, maybe it looked like somebody similar. Who knows? You don't know. You just never know. But his car was never found. Nobody's never heard from him since. Nothing. So the question is, what happened? So now Beaufort is not that big of a town. So there are rumor mills going around. It looks like, where the heck am I? And feeling diagonally parked in a parallel universe kind of look. Well, he could be missing. But, so what happened? He was going somewhere. But that's the key. He told his mom he was going somewhere, but he did not specify where he was going. So that's interesting. Very limited on information. No media coverage. So usually on missing person cases, you don't get too much media coverage. Especially the vehicle's not found. So, investigators are probably, he's probably lollybout gagging around. Who knows, right? So they don't have anything to investigate at this point. Nothing to look for evidence. So what actually happened to Clifford Lamont Jenkins? So I reached out to the family members on Facebook and let them know that I was doing the show. So, and wanted to know if they wanted to come on the show. And 49 years old, Crazy Witch, 49. That's how old he is. And let them know if they wanted to come on the show and say anything, and maybe ask them some questions, talk about his character, because we're going to find out, see if we know anything, because it was strange is that I couldn't find out anything. Oh, you're welcome, Crazy Witch. It was very limited information about him. So that was also strange. So we'll take the picture and we'll submit it into the panel and see what kind of feedback we get. But the invitation for the family members still, if you're watching, still applies if you want to come on the show and talk about Mr. Jenkins. You know, the invitation's still out there for you at any time. But where was he going? That's the question. But to the other ones out there that are on the run for whatever reason, or thinking about disappearing off the face of the earth, you know, do it the right way. Let somebody know that you're done. Don't just try to erase yourself, because you're going to get caught sooner or later. Technology is there. You really can't erase yourself. So, you know, you're going to get caught sooner or later with law enforcement, whether it's traffic infractions, whatnot. You know, if your family members got paid life insurance and you are, you know, found alive, they're going to have to repay it. You got consequences there, more repercussions. And then if you got fake papers or fake driver's license, then you got criminal charges there possibly. So, you know, then now you're looking at, you know, jail time or whatever else that you're probably running from or whatnot. So, you know, if you got skeletons in your closet, I'd probably deal with them the best you can. But if not, take your family with you. So I don't know. But I don't like spending my time trying to help family or work on cases and wasting my valuable time in coming up, finding people alive on the internet, being arrested or in jail on charges. So I can imagine the family members, the wives, the kids, and so forth, especially the law enforcement agencies, the man hours, the tax dollars that they put forth. So 49-year-old Beaufort man Clifford Lamont Jenkins out of South Carolina. There ain't nothing else to go off of. That's the only thing we have was just that newspaper clipping. That and the family members on Facebook asking for help. So we're going to see what we can do. So we're going to keep this show very sweet and short and come back next week and see what we can do, ladies and gentlemen. So from coast to coast and around the world, that's a wrap. We'll see you at 9 o'clock on Cat's Chit Chat Corner. Have a good one. Take care. God love you. Bye-bye.